Hey, how's everybody doing? I wanted to just jump on here for a minute. I tagged my good friend Andrea Price in this. Um, we've been so busy getting back here, moving across the country, unpacking, and we had forgotten that we bought Andrea Price a little, I'll show it to you. We bought her this little keychain in Las Vegas because she asked us to, and let me show you this thing if I can figure out how to turn this around. So we bought Andrea this little keychain because she asked us to. Hey Danielle, how are you? So we got this for her when we were out in Vegas because Andrea asked us to. Man, like, breaks my heart. I just found out a little bit ago that she actually passed away. Andrea passed away on September 11th, and she's somebody I think that definitely had a lot of struggles in life. Becky Farias, how are you? She had a lot of struggles in life, and definitely an amazing woman. She was the purple queen on Periscope. She was one of the very first people that followed me on Periscope. Yeah, I just was talking to one of her friends of 30 years on Messenger, Becky, and I found out that she had one of her seizures. She had seizures all the time, and she was alone, I guess, in her apartment, and they think that she fell and hit her head, and they found her. The lady hadn't heard from her for a couple of days, and her mother, Andrea's mother, I guess, found her in her apartment. She had fallen and hit her head and passed away. So, it just, man, broke my heart. She was always on every single Periscope I ever did. She was on she was on my Facebook Lives. She commented and liked every picture of my family. She just she loved Grant Cardone. I mean, one of his biggest fans. And it's terrible. She fell, and yeah, she was on yours too. I know. Just absolutely terrible that she fell and hit her head. Hey, Mindy, how are you? So, Andrea Price is, an example of, man, you just never know. You never, ever know. And she was such a wonderful person. Keep her family in your prayers. It just happened September 11th. She had a seizure, I guess, and fell and hit her head. So I just want to send my condolences to her family. I tagged her in this video so it would show up on her Facebook wall. Hopefully people that are friends with her. Life is short, and she was just she was an amazing person. I've actually talked to her several times on the phone, and she's a super nice. She was just a super nice lady. Definitely she had challenges in life that I believe she was born with, and so, hey, treat people right. You never, ever know. You got to treat people right. You just don't know when, you just don't know. You never know what's going to happen, and man, just treat people right. Breaks my heart. Like I said, she was on one time. Jill and I were walking around. I don't know if Steve. I think I just saw Stephen Fout. I think Stephen Fout may have been with us. I don't remember. We were walking around in a shopping center in Las Vegas, and I did a live stream. And Andrea jumped on my live stream, and she said something about she would love to have a Las Vegas keychain, and I'll show it to you again. But so my wife, I didn't even know she did it, my wife got her this little keychain, and she said she was going to send it to her when we got back here to Ohio. And she literally just unpacked it the other day, laid it out to remind herself to send it to her. And I don't know, something today, I'm like, I was thinking about her, like, I haven't seen Andrea lately on anything. And I'm like, did she unfriend me? And I was like, what happened? Like, where's Andrea? It just came to me today. And so I went and looked on her page, and there were all these RIP comments. And I'm like, what? What in God's name happened? And so I reached out to a couple of people and that looked like they were close to her, and a lady just messaged me back saying, you know, Andrea actually had mentioned me and my family to her, and it just breaks my heart. You never know. She was I think she was born in '83, so I not very old at all. Not very old at all. So it's like, you know, you gotta just, man, I feel horrible that I never got to send her this keychain. So I told the lady I want to send it to Andrea's mom, or, I mean, it's got her name on it, so I want to send it to her mother. Because I guess Andrea collected keychains from all over the world. She would ask people to send her a keychain if they could, and just breaks my heart that we didn't send it to her before. Man, she was a huge Grant Cardone fan, I'll tell you that. She was a huge Grant Cardone fan, and she was a huge fan of mine, and she was always on my streams. And so, you know, like, just keep Andrea Price's family in your prayers. She had a seizure, she fell, she was alone. She had seizures all the time, I guess. She fell in her apartment and hit her head. And that's where she lost her life. So keep her in your prayers, and treat people right. Treat people right. You know, it's sad. Sad that she died alone like that, and she was such a sweet, caring person. So anyway, that's it. That's all I wanted to say, you know. Treat people right. Andrea Price, keep her and her family in your prayers. Well, you probably don't need to pray for her, since I sold in that disease state for 7 years. Horrible. Oh, geez. Yeah. Well, thank you, Nicole. Mindy, that sucks. I just saw Diane Cardone in here. Hey, Diane, if you're in here still, good to see you. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say is, you know, you never know what somebody's really going through. Never know. People make their life on Facebook Lives and Facebook. I saw, you know, Alan Ram was a great, great guy. He crashed his airplane a couple months ago, and he died. I was looking at his Facebook page the other day, and because somebody brought his name up, and, you know, on Alan Ram's page, he says, one of the last posts he put up was, may your real life someday be as awesome as you make it look on Facebook. You know, and you just never, ever, ever know. Hey, Claire, how are you? You never know. And Andrea Price suffered a lot of seizures, and you know, she had a seizure, and they think that she fell and hit her head, and that's what she died from, back on September the 11th. Unbelievable. And she lived in Canada, so she was an amazing woman. She was just, you know, she was born obviously with some challenges that some of us are you know, never gonna have challenges like that. So, you know, treat people right, man. Just treat them right, and do well. It breaks my heart that we carried this keychain all the way across Las Vegas to Ohio. My wife just found it the other day unpacking stuff and laid it out so she'd remember to send it to Andrea. And I went, and I was wondering today, like, why haven't I seen Andrea? Because I saw the keychain up there, and I'm like, I need to look her up and make sure we have her address so we can get this out to her. And I go to her Facebook page, and there's a bunch of RIP messages. So, like, it's craziness, man. It's crazy. Treat people right. Treat them right. Do well by others. Do well by others. Because I'll tell you what, someday you'll just be a memory. You'll be a memory someday. And you get to decide what kind of memory you want to be. Do you want to be remembered for being a self-centered a-hole? Or do you want to be remembered for being somebody who cared about other people and treated people right? Because that's what, you know, like my wife, Andrea asked us to get her a keychain from Las Vegas. And without even hesitation, my wife bought her a Las Vegas keychain because to Andrea that was everything in the world, you know. So just do right by others, man. Do right by others. Like I said, she was one of Grant Cardone's biggest fans. She was one of the very first people to follow me on Periscope. She was on I've done 700 or 800 Periscopes, I think. I don't know how many, but she was on all of them, all the time. All the time. Yeah, well, Nicole, I do my best. You know, I do my best. I love people, and you know, people that are less fortunate than me or have any kind of anything. It breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. So anyway, keep her family. Her mother found her in her apartment, so keep her family in your prayers. Keep her family in your prayers and in your thoughts, and treat people right. Be good to other people, because someday you're just going to be a memory. You're going to be a memory. And you know what I remember Andrea for? She was always there. She was always there. She was always on my streams, always spreading positive happiness and joy. That's what I remember her for. What are you going to be remembered for? Are you going to be remembered for being a self-centered idiot? Or are you going to be remembered for being somebody that cared about other people? Thank you for saying that, Chuck. Sandy, thank you. You know what? I do my best. I feel like I let Andrea down at the moment because I didn't get her dang keychain sent out to her before she died. And she died. So, somebody's knocking at my front door. I have a feeling that it's a 7-year-old child. It is. Hang on, I'll show you this little girl out here. Hang on. Hey.
Deliver me from Mr. Ken Walls.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Can I come in and help you open it?
No, you can't.
Why? What is it?
It's something from Mr. Sean Barclow. Oh, yeah, you can open this. Come on. Yeah, come on.
Okay.
Hang on, let me turn this camera back around. I'm on Facebook Live.
Oh, cool. Okay, right here.
Do you want to say hi to anybody?
Hi!
What's your name? Tell them who you are.
I'm Abigail.
You're Abigail? Oh, your shirt says that. Is your shirt telling the truth?
Yeah.
It is?
Can I have a package to open it?
Here, hold on. Hang on. Okay, hold on. Now, watch your fingers. I'm going to use my knife. Okay. There you go. Anyway, Nicole Saunders says, pretty shirt, Abigail. What do you say? Here, hold on. Nope. There you go.
Dream big.
Oh, look at that. Brownies. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Sent me some Sean Barclow. Sean Barclow. I told him the other night to send me a bunch of prepaid American Express cards from send out cards, and so look, I want to show you what he did. He sent me this card. Hold on. Hey, Renee Envy. Dream big and enjoy the little things. And he sent these awesome brownies. Whose brownies are those?
Mine.
Yeah, nice try.
These are mine.
Hey, come back here.
No.
Uh-oh. She stole my brownies. So this is what he sent me. There's my American Express cards. Oh, dear Lord. Anyway, so thanks, Sean. You rock, bro. You rock. And that is what I will remember Sean Barclow for forever. Is the guy is unbelievable. He's always, hey, I may have to chase a 7-year-old. She stole one of my brownies. What the heck? That's all right. So, she needs it more than I do, trust me. She doesn't need the chocolate right now. But, you know, man, I truly cannot believe that I found out today that Andrea Price passed away, and, you know, the circumstances of her falling and in the middle of a seizure and hitting her head and dying alone in her apartment after that. That's just sad, man. That's sad. So just lift her up in your prayers and your thoughts, and you know, if she was literally one of Grant's biggest fans too, Grant Cardone. So, you know, just send him lots of prayers and positive thoughts and energy. And remember that someday, you never know when, Andrea was born in 1983, I believe. So she wasn't very old at all. So remember that one day you're going to be a memory. What do you want to be remembered by? Do you want to be remembered for being a giving, caring, loving person, or do you want to be remembered for being a selfish and self-centered person? Because you have a choice. You get to make that choice. 34. Yeah. 34 years old, man. That's crazy. She was such a good person. Such a good person. And she was so, you know, like I said, I'd talked to her on the phone a couple of times over the years, and she was, you know, so insecure about a lot of things. And what's up, Bugsy? And she was, you know, just a good person. Just a good person. She had seizures all the time and some other issues, I believe, and she fell and hit her head alone in her apartment, and that was it. So you never know. You just never know when your time is up, and you get to choose what you're going to be remembered for. Remember that. You get to choose. Do you want to be remembered for being a wonderful, caring, loving person, or somebody that's selfish and self-centered? So anyway, I'm going to bounce off here. I just want to hop on, and I tagged you in this, Jill. But I want to hop on and send my condolences to Andrea's mother. Yes. Cannot believe that her mother found her. I mean, I can't even imagine. Her mother found her in her apartment. It's terrible. And, you know, we didn't even get to send out her keychain to her. We should have made the time. We should have made the time, and we didn't. So it's heartbreaking that don't put off stuff. Do it. Do it now. Do it now. Whatever it is, if there's somebody you need to, you know, make amends to, or make up with, or send out a card to, or you know, whatever it is, do it now. Stop putting it off. You know, we should have sent this keychain out, and we thought, well, we'll send it when we get back to Ohio. She just wanted a keychain from Las Vegas, and my wife was kind enough to immediately, didn't even think about it. She just bought her a keychain that says Las Vegas on it. And we put it off. We didn't send it to her right away because we were so busy moving and everything else. And she just unpacked it the other day, and I saw the keychain laying upstairs, and I thought, oh, that's right, we got to send that to her. And I'm like, and then I started thinking, well, I haven't seen her liking, or because she liked and commented on every dang post I ever did, and it seemed like, you know, and I'm like, why haven't I seen Andrea commenting or anything lately? And I thought, did she unfriend me for some reason? And then I went to her page to hit her up, and I kept seeing, I saw all these RIP things, and it just blows my mind, man. Blows my mind. I mean, she was just a friend from Periscope that I met, and then we became Facebook friends. I met her because of Grant Cardone. You know, she was a huge Cardone fan. She always wanted to meet him too. So, anyway, that's it. That's all I wanted. Don't take life for granted, man. Don't take it for granted. If there's somebody you need to talk to, or say hi to, or send something to, or you know, make amends with, or whatever, do it. Don't put it off. They may not be here tomorrow. So, all right, listen, you guys have a great night. Have an awesome week this week. Send lots of love and prayers to Andrea's family. And be amazing this week. Do it. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for Andrea. She would want that for you. I promise you she would want that for you. Peace out. You guys have a great night.